problem. This affordable housing crisis is nothing that's going away anytime soon.
It is sold as the American dream, the yard, the white picket fence, but for thousands in Connecticut, owning a home now looks and feels like an impossible dream. Every night this week, the I-Team is digging into different parts of the affordable housing crisis in the state, from the bad policies advocates say lead to this crisis to the solutions the state is looking into. We begin our coverage tonight looking at the biggest hurdles. Here's Chief Investigative Reporter Sam Smink.
Navigating the housing market these days feels almost like playing a game of Monopoly you're destined to lose. You might roll the dice and land on the property you want, but that money in the bank isn't enough, and you aren't collecting $200 every time you pass go. And the people we've talked to say you're lucky if you even get a turn.
I love the porch and the little land. It just sits so perfectly.
For Rowan Bard, the house across the street represents what she hopes to have one day.
It's one of my biggest goals in life. It's one of my biggest dreams. I would love to be a homeowner.
But even at 30 years old, she's not confident she'll reach that dream anytime soon.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it's going to be an option for me if things keep going the way they are. The costs have just soared.
It's almost like drawing the go-to-jail card every time. First, you have the cost of homes going up. In fact, in Connecticut, the median price of a home rose 44% in 4 years, going from $271,000 in 2019 to more than $389,000 in 2023. Then come the mortgage rates, which currently sit between 6 to 7%. Add in inflation, higher property insurance prices, cost of living expenses, players aren't moving.
There's a lot of discouragement because of that.
Bridget Russell sees the discouragement every day through her work with Neighborhood Housing Services of New Haven, a nonprofit that not only builds and renovates homes, but helps people across the state buy and stay in them.
Our job is really working with prospective customers who want to purchase homes, and also existing homeowners who might be distressed behind in their mortgage and they're trying to save their home.
Russell's job as director of the Home Ownership Center is to bring optimism and options.
We have home buyer education classes, landlord training, financial boot camp. We're going to talk about the different down payment and closing cost programs that are available.
She says most people don't know where to begin or what financial resources are even available to them. Resources like the Federal Home Loan Bank, which can provide up to $30,000 in grants or assistance. State programs like Time to Own, which can give first-time home buyers up to $50,000 in forgivable loans. Even the town or city you want to move to might have something, Russell says.
If you're going to buy in New Haven, the Livable City Initiatives has their program up to $20,000. I know Hamden has a program as well. That's a grant program. West Haven has a matching program up to $7,500.
And these programs in many cases can be used together.
Sometimes people could get maybe $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 worth of down payment and closing cost assistance, which can make all the difference.
Russell believes part of the solution to this crisis is having as many down payment and closing cost programs as possible, with the proper funding, of course, because competition is fierce and funding is limited. For example, the Federal Home Loan Bank program often opens in April, but runs out of money by August, according to Russell. And even though the state's Time to Own program just added $40 million to its bank, Russell doesn't expect the money to last long.
So if it runs out while you're looking, that's unfortunate. And that's why, one of the things that I'm always going to advocate for is as many down payment and closing cost programs as we can have.
Her goal is to make sure people like Rowan Bard.
Do you think you'll ever own a home?
I really hope so. I really hope I can get there. I'm trying to save up.
Won't have to give up on their dream.
Now, with many of these programs, you have to actually find a home first. And that's the problem, according to everyone we spoke to for the series. There aren't enough places to live. Tomorrow, we take a closer look at what that limited supply is doing to the state. For the I-Team, Sam Smink, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.